All right, at least now you know a little bit about what Purler Wrestling is all about, and these are the things that we'll cover at Purler Wrestling Academy, our summer camp here in St. Louis, which draws teams from as far away as New Hampshire, Connecticut, in here to St. Louis. We also have kids coming from Alaska to California to Florida and everywhere in between. As far as Purler Wrestling Academy is concerned, if you live close enough and you want to get involved in the training that my brother and I have, you can contact us at purlerwrestling.com, or foundationwrestling.com has information on our instructional videos and camps and things as well. But I just noticed something that probably needs to be addressed. A lot of us, when our son, and I have a son in wrestling, whenever he loses, two things usually happen. You know, usually mom feels sorry for him and dad gets mad at him. Don't do that, because you want to give your son the tools. Too often I go to tournaments and it kind of breaks my heart to see dads yelling at their son and saying, you didn't work hard enough, you don't have any heart, you didn't even try. And, you know, when I'm sitting here watching the mat as someone who I consider myself somewhat of an expert in high school and youth coaching, and my brother and I, having traveled all over the world wrestling, and we kind of have a good handle on this, I would say. It's you know, it's kind of sad because I'll sit here and watch this wrestler and he never had a clue how to get out of a front headlock. He didn't have a clue. He got the wrist 3 times on top. He never had a clue of how to score from that position. So give your son the tools. If it's not with Purler Wrestling, there's a lot of great camps and clinics and DVDs and coaches out there. Find someone that can help your son, because unlike soccer and football and baseball, which are tremendous sports, wrestling is such a high skill level sport, and with the level of training out there today for kids, it's tough to compete unless you have that and your son is getting that kind of training. And just spend some time with them and teach them some of these things. Now, as far as high school coaches are concerned, you know, we're not losing matches as a team because we don't have enough live wrestling. That's why when you see a lot of the team camps, which are pretty much a craze nowadays, those are fantastic, and if you can afford it, I would definitely consider taking my team. But, you know, to get 22 to 23 or 4 matches in a week-long period for that camp fee, it almost seems better to have a drill plan for the team and for yourself to follow. You know, we're not losing matches because we didn't get enough live wrestling. We're not losing matches because we didn't get enough tournament time or dual meet time in. We're losing matches because, you know, I get to my feet 4 times, no escapes. I got to a single leg 3 times, no takedown. I had the wrist on top across the stomach 3 different times for a minute and a half, no turn. So from these critical positions in wrestling, this is where you're losing your matches. So as an individual or a coach, I would consider, you know, attacking the sport of wrestling from more of a technical side, rather than what is traditionally done in America, which is to teach wrestling like it's a contest of conditioning or being tough. Conditioning and toughness are absolutely key. You can never be big time without those. But when you're drilling the common techniques from these core areas of wrestling, the way that you know, the way that we do and the way that you should be, the conditioning and mental toughness will take care of itself through that time. So hopefully you know what's going on with Purler Wrestling and kind of have an idea of what this is all about. And if you're interested in seeing what else we have to offer, I would look forward to hearing from you, and we wish you luck with your wrestling.